All right, YouTube. The Beagle Man here. Hope everybody doing okay out there. Because I certainly am. I want to say a few things before I release this next video. The next video that I'm going to release is while in camp in Kentucky. I decided to pick the minds of all the different hunters that was down there. They all have their own kennel, their own method of training pups and older dogs. So we had a round robin on their procedures for training pups, for getting pups started and everything. And Eric, the first guy that we talked to, he called it Beagle one-on-one. He's talking to Brother Terry and explaining the procedures that he used to start his pups. And then I talked with Brother Terry, and then I talked with Brother Tim and Greg, the Gregs, the Colbert brothers, Buster, Skinny, Black Boy Kennel, and got their opinion. And I'm going to share that with you guys and see what you think, man. You know, it might be something that you may be able to use, in your training of your pups, or how you go about starting, a new pup. My methods differs from a lot of the way they do business, because we differ on starting a pup solo. I believe in soloing a pup. Once he gets started, I won't run him with any other dogs. I run him solo in the starting pen until he can circle a rabbit and pick up his checks himself. That's my method. And then I'll put him out, with other dogs and everything. And I feel that they get the necessary confidence that they need to run with the older dogs of the pack. So my method is I am very, very big on solo. And I see everybody's opinion about solo, and everything. But this is the way I've been doing it for years and years and years. Because I don't believe in having a jump dog in my pack. What I'm looking for is every one of my hounds to be a jump dog. That's what I'm looking for. And by running them solo, for me, it brings out their capability of search and finding the rabbits on their own without standing around waiting for another dog to do the jumping. So I leave it up to you guys to listen at it, see what you think, leave your comment in the comment box, hit the subscribe button. Hey, we got some good stuff coming, and everything, and I wouldn't want you to miss it. So like I said, this might be something that you may be important for you to use. I'm not saying the other methods is bad. I'm saying that there's 120 different ways to start a pup, and all of them is good. And everybody has their preferred method. So get what you can from this next video, and leave your comments in the comment box. Hit that button and subscribe, man. Hit that button. I'm shooting for 2,000 subscribers. Help me get there. Okay? Y'all have a great day.
Coming at y'all, man.
All right, this right here, Beagle one-on-one.
Beagle 101.
All right. You got puppies.
Yes, sir.
All right, they lightly started. All right. Once you get them lightly started, you know, they're going to run, they're going to lose, you're going to run, but you're going to have a dog that's running just a gate slower, but they steady on that track. And the puppies, they're so eager to gain the front. You know, they're going to run up there at the front, they're going to lose it. But the dog on steady on the track, they're going to teach them. They're going to teach them how to make a check, you know, and then they're going to, once those puppies run so long, they're going to learn their speed. And that's going to be their speed. You know what I'm saying? So if you run them with a faster dog, they're not going to get a lot of nose time, how to figure it out. They're going to get a lot of barking. They're going to get a lot of mouth. You're going to get a lot of mouth. You know what I'm saying? A lot of extra mouth. Okay? So, but if you take that puppy, after you come out, after you lightly started, running with like a medium speed or something that you know just maybe a peanut roll. Maybe a peanut roll.
With a slow dog.
Maybe a peanut roll. You know what I'm saying? And that puppy, he's gonna figure it out. And soon you're gonna see him. He's gonna run it. He's gonna start running it by himself. He's gonna run it by himself. He might leave that peanut roll back there behind, because that's their speed. You know, once you get up there doing this and that, you know, that's his speed. You see what I'm saying? That's his speed. But if you run him with a fast dog, this is brace too. I just say the pack. You brace him.
Oh, I'm listening to what you're saying. Go for it.
Yeah. This is bracing. You know what I'm saying? So once you know, like I say, he figure out his speed. Take the peanut roll out. Let him run solo. Okay. Maybe put another fast dog in there. Just see how he do. You know what I'm saying? A faster dog. But you kind of want your pack to run about the same. You know what I'm saying? Some dogs pick the check up a little bit faster. Some dogs don't. But you want to run puppies with a little slower gait. Seasoned dogs. When I say seasoned dogs, you know what I'm saying? Not fast dogs, because they're not getting a lot of nose time. They can't figure themselves out. So they're doing a lot of trailing. When I say trailing, they running behind the dog that's leading. So once them puppies grab their steering wheel, and you see them, they running and checking, running and checking, and that seasoned dog back there, right there in the middle, that's the speed of that dog right there. That's the speed of that dog.
You sure?
I'm sure. That's the recipe. Beagle 101.
What's your qualification, Eric?
What's my qualification?
Yeah, for that
knowledge
and that analogy and stuff.
Well,
how long you been beagling?
Man. Like I said, I got out of it for a while.
I know you got out of it for a while. I'm not trying to trick question you or nothing. I'm just trying to find out. I mean, you seem to have an abundance of knowledge. I'm just trying to find out, you know, where you get that from. Was you hunting with older guys or other people or what?
I did hunt with some older guys before I got my own pack.
Okay.
But these guys right here know when I put my pack together, I had all young dogs.
Okay.
You know
That's what I'm talking about.
They jailed pretty good. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They jailed pretty good. So once I got a pack of 6 or 7, that's when I started eliminating what I didn't want and started building what I did want. Because after they got like 2 years old, that's when I started breeding. Because I see the line control, I see the ones that jump, I see the ones that check. So now I'll take the ones that's jumping a lot versus the one that's checking a lot. I might breed them together. Because one, all of them running the same speed. You see what I'm saying? Because I braced them. I braced them from the start. So once they get to a pack, once they get put them all together, they run the same speed. You know, I didn't run them with the front runners. I ran them with the middle.
You never ran them solo?
Solo runners? Well,
when it was a pup, you never ran them solo, teach them how to jump their own rabbit and all that stuff?
The only time I ran them solo when they got to age like 6 or 7 months. Once they got old enough to run.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. I sent them to the rabbit pen.
Oh, you sent them to the rabbit pen?
I sent them to a rabbit pen for 30 days.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But that's not soloing though.
Hold on.
Okay.
That's all. I will put it. That's starting.
Yeah,
we talking about puppies.
No, but we're talking about when the puppy. Okay, let's go.
Let me get there.
Okay, my bad.
Let me get there. All right. So I sent them to the rabbit pen. So they ran rabbit 30 days. You know what I'm saying? The guy called me. Said, man, your dog's running good. You know, it might be one puppy, it might be two puppies, but those dogs in their pen, and he sat there and listened to them dogs run. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Run rabbit for 30 days. Okay, now they lightly started. That's why I call it lightly started, because they haven't been ran in the wild. Okay, so now once I run them in the wild, they jump on something that's off game, 2 or 3 shots. They kind of not mess with it. You know what I'm saying? But then I brace them, because they just lightly started. They're nowhere near to go out there and hunt by themselves. You know what I'm saying? I brace it with an older dog. You know what I'm saying? I brace it with an older dog that's already broke. You know what I'm saying? That's running like I said, medium speed, middle of my pack. Not my front runners, because you know they're gonna blaze on them. And those puppies, they need, you know, they eager, they want to run to the front.
But you know, I understand what you're saying, and I agree with most of what you're saying.
Okay.
But I would think that after he came out of that rabbit pen and learned how to get started in my training, that's where I would pull him and put him in running him solo. After he learned how to run, because that's one of the most important times for that puppy to build his confidence up in himself. Now, I'm not saying running him with an older dog is wrong, but what I'm saying is you're still taking a chance that because he's still going to be dependent on that older dog and everything, you know, where he is. I mean, if you're teaching him run him solo, after he start running in that get started, then run him solo, I mean, that's the way I would do mine, but, you know.
Understand that.
But that's what we talking about when we say running them solo. Everything you explained to me just now, you still haven't ran them solo yet.
Not yet. No.
You haven't ran them solo yet.
Nope. No, I haven't ran them solo yet.
So when do you run them solo? Because I'm just saying what all the Beaglers tell me, the old tell me that there's no better benefits for a Beagle than to run him solo. Run him solo, get his confidence up, teach him how to run solo and everything, and then you pack him. You don't have to agree with that. I'm just saying what people told me.
But I never use solo. I always brace.
Okay.
Because I always use young dogs.
Okay, that's okay.
No, Mr. B just said this is your point of view.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I never solo.
It works for you.
One
way that you could have said, one way that you could explain it, said you as a Beagler, you're not field trialer, because most field trialers do what? They run solo.
Yeah.
So you as a Beagler, you want all your dogs to pack. You don't want your dogs to be independent.
I'm a rabbit hunter.
Because that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm a rabbit hunter. I'm not a field
So
trialer.
at the end of the day, you're a rabbit hunter. So your dogs should be able to pack. Because most dogs, when you run them solo a lot, they become independent.
That's right.
So when they
there's a downside and there's an upside.
That's true.
There's a downside and there's an upside too.
But see,
it's because the solo actually is not designed to pack him or anything. The solo is to teach him that, look, you don't need that older dog to jump your rabbit. You can jump your own rabbit.
That's a field trial thing. Because you always...
Well, not really. It's not a field trial. I mean, I ain't a field trial, and I do that to all my dogs.
Okay.
I want them to learn how to jump their own rabbit on their own. Well, when you watching my video, you not seeing what you see with Buyers Kennel. You got 5 dogs standing on the outside like this. You know what they're waiting on?
Somebody jump.
They're waiting for somebody to jump.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, it works. I mean, if that's to me, it works. Like me, I don't solo none of my dogs. I mean, let's say in the rabbit pen. If I only got 1 pup, I solo because that's what I want to start.
Yeah.
And then I take an older dog and put him in there. That's just, to me, I have always. Well, I don't brace. I put 3. I don't never just do two dogs. I do more than two. I do like 4. Usually they're females. I take 3 females, and if I got 1 pup, I take that pup. Because at the end of the day, sooner or later, that pup gonna find his stride and see where he's gonna go in the pack. So that's why I take more than 1 dog.
That's right.
I never did like 1 dog.
That's right.
With puppies.
Okay.
So that's what I do.
Everybody got a different way.
Yeah, everybody got different ways.
You hear somebody trying to tell you this is the way to start a pup? There's 150 different ways to start a pup.
See, what I'm explaining, I didn't have a lot of dogs, but I had good dogs. I feel like I had a good dog. Everybody hunted with me said that, you know, I had a pretty decent dog. And that's the way I did it. You know what I'm saying? Only time I ran them as a pack is once those dogs ran with that solo, the control. That's the one that's the older dog. That's a little bit medium speed. Once that pup gained his experience because he out there hunting, that's number 1. You got to hunt before I keep him. You know, he out there hunting, and might, you know, the control dog, he might jump the rabbit. The pup might jump the rabbit. You know what I'm saying? So once the rabbit get up, I'm watching him. Control dog here. If he you know, the pup running up here, control dog gonna have to go clean it up. Pup jump back in there. He want to jump in front because that's what young dogs do. They want to be in control. You know, they're full of energy. But once they kind of settle down, then I might run them with a pack. Okay, once I run them with a pack, I see one dog checking more than the rest of them. I'm gonna take that check dog.
Gotcha. I got you.
And brace with another dog that don't check as much.
Gotcha.
If I got a dog that don't jump as much, I'm gonna take one of the dogs.
Gotcha.
And let them learn how to hunt, because usually Beagles they hunt together. You know, they follow each other through the woods. So
that will work for you, brother.
Yeah.
That's Eric. Great Plan Beagle was saying that good information with you. Brother Skinny, how you doing, man?
Me?
Yeah.
I usually use, if I got a pack of puppies, I usually use the mama. I either use the mama, if I got the mama and daddy, I use the mama and daddy to get them started. Basically, I start mine in the yard with a tame rabbit. You know, once they show me they can chase him around, and then, you know, a few times I might let them see the puppy in the yard. And then I hold the puppies, make the rabbit run off. I make them use the nose. They got to track him through the yard to get him back up before they can see him, before they can sight race him again. Once they show me that, I take them in the woods, I put them with the mom and dad. I let the mom and dad train them. You know, whether the mom can jump or daddy can jump track. They both, you know, hey, parents show them just like, you know, parents show us the way. I mean, that's the way I do it, and it's been successful for me.
No answer's wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. What you got to add to that, Buster?
Everybody's got some good takes on that. I have puppies right now, and the way I would like to do them is show them a tame rabbit first. Then maybe put them in the pen for a while and let them get going, get started. Then I'll bring them back home and put them with the mother or the father or whichever one I got. And in my case, I will be training these pups with the mother. Alright? But if you got a mother or a father that is a good dog, but it is rough, I will not train my pups with the mother or the father. I will pick another dog in my kennel that is not that fast, and is not that slow, and put those pups and let them run with that dog for a while before I introduce them to a pack.
To something that's rough.
Yes.
Because they'll pick up those habits.
And you don't want to, and of course all of you guys know this, you don't want to put a young started dog with any other dog that you got that totes more than one bad habit.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
He definitely will. He'll pick it up.
They'll pick those bad habits, you know.
Pick it up. All right, like you say, man, all that stuff was good. Every bit of it, man. You know. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna get Tim and I'm gonna get Greg.
There you go.
There you
See,
go.
I'm gonna try to make this thing 30 minutes, man.
Yeah.
Okay, thank y'all, man.
I want to see the whole thing on there.
Tell you what I did with Patches. I got a female called Patches, and I just started her by herself on a tame rabbit. That first day she run that tame rabbit sight chase. She couldn't run it 5 foot. After the rabbit got out of sight, she didn't know what to do with it. Didn't know how to handle the track. I took her out the next day, found the rabbit in the path, turned that pup out on the rabbit. She run the rabbit a little bit farther. She run it 30 feet. Then I kept on, and I got her to where she could run a rabbit for 30 minutes by herself. But I got tame rabbits and wild rabbits at the house in the pen. So she jumped a wild rabbit, let them run it. As long as they could run it, she got where she could run it an hour by herself. That's when I started throwing her little mates in with them, so I can get all the little mates running at the same time and pack them together.
Yeah.
Before I even put a grown dog with them.
And you've been doing that a long time.
Right.
How many dogs you got?
A bunch.
A bunch.
A bunch.
Yeah, yeah. And so you done started a lot of pups.
Right.
A lot of pups.
But the dogs that majority of the dogs, the bloodlines that I got is Black Creek.
Yeah, Black Creek.
I push the Black Creeks.
Yeah.
But the Black Creeks cross good with Pro Dogs, Wire Creeks, Buckshot Jones, but you gotta know what speed the Black Creek dogs
Yeah,
are working with.
yeah.
There's 3 different speeds of dogs.
Yeah. And I read that about the Black Creek dog, that he crossed good with the Ware Creek and stuff. I read that.
It's a slow Black Creek and it's a faster Black Creek. You want the faster Black Creeks, not the slow Black Creeks.
Yeah.
That's what I call running maybe a 3 or a 4.
Yeah.
You want something to get up and go.
Yeah. Well, that's right in tune with what these guys says over there, Skinny and everybody. What's the name of your? I keep forgetting, man.
Name of my kennel.
Yeah, I'm talking to Tim Corbett from North Carolina, one of my hunting friends, and everything. We in Kentucky right now. And what's the name of your kennel?
On my papers is Cedar Hilltop.
Cedar Hilltop. He's from Cedar Hilltop, and
Greg's got the same name on his.
and he running Black Creek. Got a lot of dogs.
Greg's running Black Creek, Oak Hill. He's running a little bit of Branco, but I stick with most of Black Creek and Wire Creek.
So Greg, you basically the same way, right? Greg, you train your pups basically the same way?
No.
Oh, absolutely. Let's get what you got to say.
I'm old school.
You old school. Yeah, man. Let's get what you got to say, bro. I want to hear it.
Yeah, my puppies, I like to start them. I like to let them get a little older. I want their body physically able.
When you say get a little older, how old are you talking about?
Oh, they could be 7, 8, 9 months old.
Ooh, okay.
I want them physically able to keep up with the speed of dogs.
Oh,
that's slower dogs.
All right, that is different. Ain't nobody told me that.
Yeah, I want their body ready. When they get in there, the dogs won't leave them.
So let me ask you a question before you go any forward. What they doing all that time between that and 7 months? I mean, no training?
Oh no, you collar break them.
Okay.
Yeah, you get them. I mean, you get them used to.
You get them used to it.
Yeah. You know, you want a puppy where you can handle them.
Yeah. Okay. So what's your
I'll give you a little background. You know, back in the old time, I'm a little older than these guys.
Yeah. Not
dogs
much.
ran out on the yard. So they would start when they was. I've seen puppies start as young as 3 months old.
Yeah, I have too.
Yeah, they'll start smelling. But the mama dog is teaching. You know, they follow the mama dog around, but the way things have gotten there, you got to keep your dogs up and everything. So like I said, I prefer an older dog. I got a blue tick male out there now. He's never been in the training pen. From day one, he's run.
Pup?
And I got some. It took a little longer to start. Finally ended up having to find a roadkill. Let them smell it, gnaw on it a little bit.
That's what he said about roadkill too.
Yeah, roadkill. But I like for their body to be physically able.
So once their body physically able and stuff, what's your method?
Well, you know, Beagles are instinctively to smell.
That's true.
Beagles, some older Beagles have run all their life and never caught a rat.
That's true.
So if the instinct is with them, and what I look for, I like a little upper medium speed dog.
Mm-hmm.
I want a dog when the chase is on, he's close enough behind the rabbit that the rabbit can't go and come back on his track and jump off to the side. I don't want him to push it over fast, but I want him to push it fast enough where it's a steady pace.
Steady
where
pace.
He can't do
Steady.
all his tricks he normally do.
Steady. Yeah. That's the word, steady.
And I do want him to pack.
Mm-hmm.
If I was gonna run a dog solo, I want him to know how to pack first.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cause I've seen dogs you let them run solo.
Oh heck yeah! Yeah. I got a few of them now. Try to break the pack every time. Sweepy is one of them.
Yeah.
I had to pull her in every time. She come off the hill today with two of my dogs, two pups. She don't like the pack. She just doesn't like the pack.
Yeah, I think my thinking, every dog has got different qualities. You know, dogs is like a train. You got the lead dog. You got dogs that love to run second place. You got dogs that love to run the middle. You got dogs that love to run the back end.
Mm-hmm.
Every car in that train has got a job.
That's true. That's true. And you got dogs that stand outside the pack and wait for the other ones to jump.
Yeah. But you know, you take a whole lot of them dogs, they're excellent trackers.
Yeah.
That's why I say everybody got a job.
Yeah, I'll be watching some YouTube videos and I see them standing there like that. Get on your march, get ready, get set, jump.
But you know, that's the thing of
Ain't gonna have it in my pack though.
You had to get rid of some dogs.
Yeah, ain't gonna have it. You know?
I used to have a big pack, but now I like my number down.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, I don't have a big pack because just for the hell of it, I mean, you know, I started with 2 dogs. That was my pack. Yeah. 2 dogs. That's it. Then I went to 6 and everything,
me
you know.
And my brother can work together.
Yeah, the only reason why I have so many dogs, man, is because I love the music.
Yeah.
I mean, you know. I mean, I love them hitting on more than 6 notes. That's why I like it. It ain't because, you know, they running the rabbit no better than they are with 4 or 5 dogs. Yeah. I used to go out with 2 dogs and get 25 rabbits in Kansas. That's the God honest truth.
It's never said, but I know it's a friendly competition between me and him. You know, we want the dog the same speed that we run, but we want to see whose dog is the best.
Absolutely.
It ain't no...
Man, ain't nothing wrong with competition.
It ain't no... Oh, I got him. Me and him want the best for the pack.
Competition brings out the best.
Yeah, because if he see one of my dogs that ain't doing what he likes...
Right. Competition brings out the best, man.
Yeah.
You know? And the only time competition really bad when you really think that you superior to everybody else.
Yeah, I think...
You know? I mean, you know, but I want you to push me.
Yeah.
Every time I run my pack, I take the opinions y'all talk about and say, you know, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that. I'll never forget when he came down and I hunted with him the first time. When he finished running them dogs, we were walking down the road and Skinny said, Mr. B, what you think I need to do? Yeah. That's what I like. And I get it from old guys, man, that have been running for a long time, you know, and tell me, you know, I mean, I was just told in here the other night when I was fixing to buy that pup that my pack wasn't fast enough for that pack. Well, I told everybody when I brought them dogs down here, I didn't know how, actually what they was going to do or how fast they was going to run or not. But when you guys come to me today and said, hey man, they running good.
Yeah.
Now I got something to work with. I know where I'm at now. They are pups. Oh, yeah. I'm buying that pup from that guy tomorrow that supposedly so fast that he ain't gonna mix in my pack. Well, I got other people told me that it's gonna mix in there real well. So
you know, I tell people your first dog shouldn't be a pup if you're gonna start a pack.
Absolutely.
It should be that one dog
Absolutely.
that you think is the best dog.
That's right.
And then you start, cause
build around it.
yeah, when
You
you
build
go,
around it. You build around it.
when you go and get, me and you call hunting dogs, dogs that look for the rabbit, they
Yeah.
train the other dogs.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what I did when I went and bought Apollo and Buckshot. I built around them two dogs. Built around them. See, and that was many years ago. Over 10, 11 years ago. They done got old. Buckshot, he can't run no more. Apollo, he still run well. His nose is good and everything. But he come in when he want to. I didn't bring it. The only reason why I didn't bring him down here is because the winter is too hard on him now.
I mean,
I didn't want him living in that trailer for 4 days in this kind of weather and stuff.
yeah, me and Skinny talk a lot of junk to each other, him and Buster.
Yeah, he doing.
But man, that's my little brother. I've been
dope.
knowing that dude since he was 14 years old.
Skinny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I was though amazed though Skinny and Buster got two totally different procedures for training their pups.
yeah, but
Y'all, my buddy just like you and you and
my biggest
Tim.
thing, I want a dog that's physically able to take that punishment.
Yeah.
And then, and you know, a little, I agree with Richard Sawyer, a little rougher dog,
Yeah.
to me is a better dog.
Yeah.
Because you can work with him. If you got a dog to do everything right, he don't reach this pinnacle.
Yeah.
He's in the pack where he gonna be. But if you got a little rougher dog and you bring him in, hey,
What do you mean rough?
rough, I mean, he don't do everything right.
You don't do anything
He's a
right.
rough dog.
He rough dog. Yeah.
Might get out a little bit.
Yeah.
Might get out a little
Yeah,
bit.
but
Yeah.
when you bring him into your pack and you go to working with it,
Yeah.
he'll fall into that train.
Yeah. I can be a female too, right?
Female, male, it don't make no
Yeah.
difference.
Take for instance, like Buster bought Argo. He got an Argo male out there. Argo was rough. He was hunting out wide. You know, he liked to do his own thing. He's a hunt dog. But with a little coaching from Buster, you know, a little bit of toning, he reeled him in. And you can see it today. I can see how he hunted a little bit more closer in today than when Buster first got it. He, like you say, he's a rough dog. He was rough.
So
But
what's the two dogs, not cutting you off, what's the two dogs that was running up front that Terry was talking about?
Chuck.
Chuck.
Argo.
Chuck.
And Argo.
Argo and Maggie. Three
Maggie.
Yeah.
Maggie is pretty much a War Creek female, top and bottom, with a little bit of Tim Cow.
So that was the one that was pushing the pack.
Yeah, and Chuck is
Chuck
a
and Maggie and Argo.
Chuck is a
Wild Creek Oak Hill.
Wild Creek Oak Hill. He's Oak Hill on top, but Wild Creek on the bottom. He looks like a Wild Creek dog, but hey, he gets it. I mean, Buster first bought him, young dog, he was rough. But over time, hey, like you say, like Mr. Tim said, Greg said, you can build on it, make him better. He brought him in. Look, you seen how he ran today.
Yeah.
He can do it.
Yeah.
Ron, we last year I kept telling Skinny, I said, man, we're gonna get together, all us gonna get together one day, we're going hunting and we're gonna show Buster that his dogs is there. Buster didn't believe it. He like, man, they ain't doing what I want to. We went to Warren County. It sounded like a gospel choir.
Wow.
Them jokers were running.
He didn't believe that.
No checks. And man, Buster turned his head sideways.
Wow.
He was like, man, I ain't never seen dogs run like that. I said, Buster, we've been telling you. I said, you know,
That was his dog.
his dogs running with ours.
22 dogs.
22 dogs we running.
On the ground.
On the ground. And you can take a queen size blanket and throw it over top of all
Wow.
22 dogs.
22.
Packed up.
When Buster killed that rabbit, he was like a little kid down there smiling in the candy store.
In the tip.
When you see a man that followed a pack of dogs through the woods, he followed them dogs through the woods.
Wow.
He got down there, he said, man, that's unbelievable. I ain't never seen nothing like that.
What happened?
It was 22 dogs running together as one. One pack together.
Yeah, I get that.
It me to you, 22 dogs in that distance.
But my point is, why hadn't he ever seen that before with his dog?
Running with other people.
He running with other people. That's my point. Yeah.
People that, might tell them that they don't like faster dogs.
They got a different opinion.
They got a disopinion about dogs.
Well, we all know one dog can mess up a whole pack. And if you ain't running with class dogs, you get one old dog off and it'll make your whole damn pack look bad.
Well, one dog will make your pack.
One dog will make your pack. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'd rather the one dog make my pack than the one dog mess up my pack.
It's true. It's true.
So,
Yeah, when I first started back, my dogs were rough. I went and bought two dogs in South Carolina, which I run Rocket Man. I sold the other one to Skinny. They two different dogs. They brothers, but they two different dogs. Rocket Man runs speed. Spook is a more nose down, tail up, big mouth. But they fought all the time, so we split them up. I bought Buzz. First day out, Deer Dog Supreme.
Deer Dog Supreme.
Deer Dog Supreme. Deer Dog Supreme. But that wasn't his fault. Owner didn't have time to mess with it.
Yeah.
Since that first day, he had no problem about it.
Wow.
Garmin took care of that. What else? I had Josie. She's a direct daughter out of field champion JJ Camo.
You got any of them dogs out here now?
I didn't bring Josie. I brought Puppy off the Josie.
You brought Puppy off the Josie.
Okay. I got Bertha. She's a Branco. But she's a nose down Branco. She's not the wind splitter Branco. Good hunting dog. She was rough. Good track dog. Decent jump dog. She do it all. I bought a Oak Hill female top and bottom, liver color. Got her, me and Skinny went to West Virginia. Traded for her. Come back, I said, Skinny, I might have messed up. Skinny was laughing. Yeah, I can tell he was thinking the same thing.
But I kept telling him, just give her a chance.
Yeah, she was about wide as that flashlight.
Man, she
took out there. She walked around, but she didn't do anything. And sent her to the pen. The guy said he had her running. Went and picked up, brought her back, doing the same thing. Skinny like, man, you messing with her? I said, I am. Put in the pen one day with Josie. I left in there 3 days. Took her out. Next time I took her out, she was running with the dog. We never heard her bark. So I kept on running. About 2 or 3 weeks, I told Tim, I said, first I heard her bark for the first time. He said, yeah. He wasn't with me. I was running my dog. I said, yeah, she was leading the pack. She ain't never slowed down.
Never slowed down.
Never slowed down.
But the guy sold it to me. His daddy had died. His daddy dog, he sold it to me.
So that's how you train your pack?
It's been so long since I had some dogs.
That's the answer I got from John Slappy.
That's why
when I asked John Slappy, I said, John Slappy, how you train your pack? He said, how long I've been knowing you? I said, about 40 years. He said, that's how I train my pack.
I had got out of it for a little while. The kids was,
we all do, man.
Kids was in sports.
I did too.
When I started back hunting with Tim, we had Roxy and Chopper.
Black Creek.
Yeah, because when I first hunted with Tim, man, your name Greg ain't never came up nowhere.
Oh yeah, but when they left, somebody had to take care of the dog.
I know, and that's the only time it came up. That's the only time. Who take care of your dogs, man? You got so many. Oh, well, my brother Greg, man, he got me.
But yeah, I didn't mind. But
I hear you, man.
He ran Roxy for several years. Yeah, Roxy and Chop. Roxy was the A1 dog. He took her somewhere, and man, she run a field champion in the ground. The guy tried to buy her. Straight up, Buddy Joe.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Straight
ran
up,
in the ground.
Straight up, Buddy Joe.
Yep, we
So what happened to her?
She aged out.
Oh, she
We
aged out.
went up there to look at some dogs and ran with the guy, and the guy kept asking me, "You want to see my field champion run?" I said, "No, not really. I didn't come to buy him. I came to buy some Black Creek dogs." And finally, he persuaded me to let him put his dogs down with mine. I had a Will Creek dog down there. I know he was rough, but I know what I was looking at. And Roxy was straight on the line, straight down the middle, legs between the nose and scent between the legs. So when turning around, straight up Buddy Joe, they jumped the rabbit. He was trying to run the rabbit and she was right there on him. And then when he made a bobble, she took the front. And every time he tried to get up beside her to take track from her, she hit another gear. And she took it to him. And before I left, he was trying to buy my dog.
Wow.
And so when I started back hunting, I used Tim dogs. I had bought some more, but they didn't pan out. And I stopped taking them because I sold them. Kept hunting with Tim, but as Roxy aged out, Chopper aged out, Trampy done aged out, Sport.
Yeah.
Dan, what's the dog?
Just like Buckshot in
once they aged out, I said, man, I kept looking at Tim dogs. I said, Tim, you know you're getting slower, but I understand that because Tim looking at his dogs every day, but I'm on the outside looking in. I said, you're slower, getting slower and slower. And he was hesitant. I know he was. And I said, Tim, you're getting slower and slower.
Yeah, I remember you telling me. I remember you telling me that.
And you know that as the competition in me, and I know he got competition.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Some guys will tell me stuff, won't tell him.
But
but I don't see that. And I told him, and he went and bought. I went back to my old roots to get some Wild Creek dogs to put back in my bloodline.
Well, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Last year,
I bought Mandy.
Last year when we ran here in Kentucky, the pack that you put on the ground, as far as I'm concerned, was very close to being a very good pack. And then I'm talking to Greg and these guys back in North Carolina throughout the year, and I found that you done got rid of most of the dogs.
Well, the pack that we ran
So, wait a minute. My question to you, Mr. Tim, is, because I asked him, what do he want? What kind of pack does he want? Because the pack he had on the ground was really getting the job done. All you had to do was a few things. And that's what I say. And every time I talk to him, he say, Tim done bought another dog. Tim done bought another dog. So I was wondering why